As a man, there are many simple ways to boost your sex appeal. Walk a dog, play good music, tell a clever joke. Unfortunately, there are at least as many easy ways to sabotage your sex appeal, like slouching, or crossing your arms in your online dating profile photo. While some guys may be fantastic at talking to women, the things they do otherwise may be telling an entirely different story. That's because men occasionally do things that are unattractive, and they may not even be cognizant of it. And this makes women take a second guess, or leaves them entirely uninterested. Some of the following may sound familiar, but some of the things women find unattractive may be surprising to you. With that said, here are 13 scientifically proven traits that can make you appear less attractive. Number 1. Laziness and lack of motivation. Laziness and a lack of motivation are among the top things women identify as being unattractive in men. Not having plans for the future or personal goals can be a big turn-off, because it means a man is not thinking ahead or working toward anything. While he doesn't have to have his whole life figured out yet, having no passion or strong interests beyond sitting on the couch and watching TV, and taking a nap 3 times a day is simply not attractive. Number 2. Poor personal hygiene. A man can work hard and look dirty, if it's for a reason. However, he should never neglect his personal hygiene. Unbrushed and unflossed teeth, no deodorant, unwashed body, greasy hair and bad skin. These may sound one-dimensional, but they are a strike against all the senses. While it is often assumed that bad hygiene is a bigger turn-off for women than men, cleanliness entails much more than taking frequent baths. A guy cannot be nose-picking or biting his fingers in public, and expect girls to applaud him for it. It's disgusting and insanely unattractive. Number 3. Having bad manners. From bad table manners like chewing with their mouth open, burping, or texting at the table, to being rude to service workers, to farting and shamelessly scratching their junk, bad manners are anything but attractive. In fact, bad manners read as immature and impolite, both of which can move from simply behavior-related to reflective of a man's overall personality. It means he doesn't care about what people think of him, or how others deserve to be treated. Not exactly a good indicator of potential boyfriend or husband material. Guys who constantly need to be reminded of their manners definitely are not scoring any points with women. Number 4. Extremely hairy body. If you are not into regular manscaping, you might want to start, because most women don't like men with a lot of hair. There are a lot of guys who rock the whole stubble look, and some even rock a sturdy beard. However, girls find too much hair disgusting. Chest hair can be okay if it's under control, but back hair is definitely the worst, and when it's excessive, it becomes a huge turn-off for women. Actually, over 70% of women find back hair flat out hideous. Number 5. Being selfish. This doesn't just apply to daytime activities, where a guy who thinks only of himself can seem immature, self-absorbed, and shallow. Selfishness also applies to the fun stuff that happens in the bedroom as well. While women sometimes get an unfair reputation for not being as into doing the deed as guys, they're also faulted for not being able to get their engine running as quickly. The thing about that is, men can go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, but a woman's engine takes far longer to heat up. Multiple sources have stated that women find selfishness in the bedroom to be a major turn-off, because the guy seems more concerned about getting off than ensuring that his lady friend has a good time as well. Number 6. Being cheap. When a guy is really pinching his pennies, women may think that he'll be just as stingy with his affection. Great dates don't have to cost a lot of money, but when money is the only thing on a guy's mind, it can be a real turn-off to a girl. Cheapness can also go hand in hand with bad manners, especially with regards to the treatment of service workers. A guy who's a bad tipper is often pointed to as being unattractive, because there's a lack of compassion for someone who is simply doing their job. Number 7. Smoking and heavy drinking. Research shows that men who smoke are considered less attractive than non-smokers, especially if they are being considered for a long-term relationship. When it comes to booze, there's really nothing sexy about a heavy drinker. Not to take offense, it's important to be able to let loose and have a great time, but according to women, there is nothing more unattractive than a man who always needs to get plastered. Number 8. Being arrogant. Girls like a little bit of confidence in a man, because self-assuredness is attractive and radiates charisma. However, when confidence turns to cockiness and arrogance, and a guy begins to think that he's God's gift to women, he can turn really ugly pretty quick. Going out with a guy who only talks about himself will definitely leave a girl looking for an excuse to end the date early. Arrogance is, without a doubt, one of the least attractive things, and women almost unanimously agree on this when it comes to guys. Number 9. Cursing all the time. Women are attracted to men who have a mastery over their vocabulary, and the constant use of profanity is just an indicator of a shortcoming with words. Of course, there are always occasions where a well-placed curse word will be called for, but if 60% of a guy's vocabulary revolves around swearing, it may be in his best interest to start paying more attention to his words, because women find this habit really unattractive. Number 10. Ogling. Our society has a lengthy track record of harassment and violence against women, specifically when they refuse to submit to sexual pressure, and it doesn't always have to be abuse. Sometimes a disrespectful statement can be just as destructive. Ogling is disrespectful, and it's never sexy. It's one thing when a guy politely compliments a girl's smile, and it's a whole other thing when he yells at the top of his lungs, "Hey baby, great tits." Number 11. Being self-obsessed. As I mentioned, good personal hygiene is important, but there's a fine line between a man taking care of himself and being self-obsessed, where his self-respect and self-care goes a little too far. Hogging the bathroom, taking over the dresser with male grooming products, and taking his girl's hair straightener without asking is not okay. No woman wants to be involved with a guy who takes more time getting ready than she does, because all that primping and preening reads is overtly feminine, which simply isn't attractive. Self-obsession can also seem like veiled insecurity, and when a guy is checking out his reflection more than he's checking out his girl, she's going to bail on him with the quickness. Number 12. Misogyny. Misogyny comes in a lot of forms, and none of them are sexy. Saying a woman can't do something because she's a girl with lady parts only makes a man look like an idiot. It should come as no surprise that guys who exude negativity toward their companions, and the entire female gender, by making rude and insulting comments are considered extremely unattractive. Number 13. Having a gym obsession. Yes, women love it when men take care of their bodies, by eating healthy and working out. However, it gets weird if a guy only talks about how much he can bench at the gym, or how he has to have a meal with a certain amount of protein. Guys who blab on and on about hitting the gym, only to take a bunch of mirror selfie when they get there, are the equivalent of girls who won't stop talking about their new clean eating diet.